Kevin, you mentioned Michael Bradley up here in Toronto. We've seen already that he is the leader of this team. We see that he is a leader on and off the field. He has produced since day one. Does he become the leader of this Team USA instantly after Landon Donavan has exited?
Well, I think there's three leaders. I think you have Clint Dempsey, who's the captain, who has everyone's respect. He's a little bit more of a quiet leader. You have Tim Howard, who is the guy that's probably been around the longest, the veteran guy. The goalie, the numbers that he's put up at Everton and international soccer may arguably be the best player on the team if you look at just what he's accomplished. And then you're right about Michael Bradley. I mean, if you had a chance to talk to Michael Bradley and just look, have him stare at you, he demands respect, and he's a no-nonsense guy. That's the one thing. The other two guys, you'll see the other two guys laugh every once in a while. I don't think I've ever seen Michael Bradley even smile. So I do think that if someone just asked me recently who's going to become the face of soccer when Landon moves on, and those other two guys, Clint and Howard are well-spoken and personable, but Michael Bradley is really the heart and soul of the team. And I don't know how you use that then to sell U.S. soccer, because he's not a warm, fuzzy, cuddly guy. But he is definitely, when the locker room door closes, I think Michael Bradley is the one that's going to call people out if they're not performing.
Kevin, let's talk about Julian Greene. Unfortunately, now a lot of the attention is circled around him and being part of this team going to Brazil at the very young age of 19. Some are saying that maybe possibly there was promises of him when he did commit to Team USA that he would be on that spot going to Brazil. What are your thoughts and what's going through his mind after all this has taken place?
Well, we get a chance to talk to him here at U.S. training camp today. It's the first time he's spoken, that I know of, that he's spoken publicly with the media, and asked him that question. You're replacing Landon Donavan. What does that mean? He said, I'm not replacing Landon Donavan. The coach picked me for the team, and he didn't pick Landon. That doesn't mean I'm replacing Landon Donavan. I thought that was a pretty good answer for a teenager. But, if you believe what the other players are saying, Julian Greene is an incredibly talented player, and we may be, in 4 years, we may be talking about Landon who. This guy may actually be that good. But, and interesting, Jurgen Klinsmann made the point over and over again, I'm picking the team based on what these guys do today, not what they're going to do in the future and not what they've done in the past. Well, that sounds good, but I mean, realistically, Julian Greene may be the next Cristiano Ronaldo. But really, if you had a game to win tomorrow, if your life depended on it, and you had to bring somebody off the bench to change the tempo of the game, would you want Landon Donavan, a guy who's been around and seen it all on soccer's biggest stage? Would you want to send him in, or would you want to send Julian Greene, a guy who's played 5 minutes in his life for Bayern Munich and 31 minutes of national team time with the U.S.?
You're bang on, Kevin. Your analysis is perfect, and that's what I kept on saying. I don't mind that Landon Donavan is not part of this mix, but if you're going to include Julian Greene and you need a goal, if you're tied with Portugal late in the game or you're down, or Germany, I'd rather have the warrior in Landon Donavan come off the bench than Julian Greene, with all due respect.